Just give me the light.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
What's the deal? How you guys doing? I have no idea if the stream is up. Hold on, let me turn on the YouTube so I can see if we're live or not. I might be talking to nobody. Give me a second. If you guys are there, hold on, because I don't see what's running, what's not running. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's people here. What up, people that are here? What goes on? So, congrats to everybody that just caught that trade with us. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. How many trade? I have one trade this morning. I was driving my kid. I dropped off my kids, and at 8:30, I had a trade right here on this, right there, and I closed it right here as soon as we flipped. So this little right here, this 22 or 25 here, but I got 22 pips on it. That was my trade this morning. That's it so far. But I think that we have a lot of potential the way this 4 hours moved, and we have a 4-hour closure here in 11 minutes. Let me get everybody that's in the clubhouse in here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, but I don't have a trade running. I closed full once this candle flipped because I have an area. Well, I was trading off the phone, and on the phone it looked like there was an area there. But yeah, it's the advantages of trading on a desktop. There are quite a few. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be here. I was just kind of riding around and smoking weed. And then I hit up Don's stream and I saw the first message. It was Reza saying, Wick should stream. Like, typically I wouldn't, but Reza said it. I was like, all right, Don's going to be out. I'm pulling up to the crib. I just smoked a J. Might as well just start something up. I just closed the position. I think Reza really saved the day here for you guys, not me. Not me. Oh, there's Reza locked in. I was going to say, that's Don in here. What are you doing in here instead of streaming? That's Reza. That's not Don, everybody. Don't. Otherwise, he'd be streaming. But yeah, let's set up some levels so we're ready here in 10 minutes for the 4-hour closure because I think we still have some potential, right? I mean, I took positions, but we have plenty of speeches today. I don't think we have any red folders, but a whole bunch of speeches. And I think with the way we moved, we're gonna fill some ranges that we've just created. Okay. The dailies created that top wick, flip bearish. That's what we were looking at last night for Asian. Looked very similar. Hold on, let's get rid of this. All-time lows incoming. I mean, as soon as that first actually, I can never see this shit going to zero. Like, I can't. Like, the wildest shit can happen, and I think gold will be at like 10,000. Can only go up. Maybe short term down, but I can't never see that shit pulling a oil. -40. Can't get lower than zero. Bang, -40. Those are wild times. Damn, this 4 hours really pushed for the closure here. Let's get to these. Here's the deal, gang. I would typically go back. I was explaining this yesterday on Asian. I would go back in time and see what the levels were here. But when we go left, there are no levels here. And the only levels we have are just clean drives. And they drive clean all the way actually up to this area, right where we are right now. So I think we'll either fill the lows, depending on how far we pull back up on the 4 hour, and we'll eventually close below 24/7, or we'll fill the lows and then we'll look to retest the highs again. Because we're around the previous high that we broke, right? The previous all-time high. And typically when we come back to there, we find a support and we retest the new highs. Let's draw up some levels. Where's the music? Oh, let's get the music in here. Also, while we don't have many hourly levels, we clearly have 5 and 15 established. So for now, while the hourly levels in the 30s haven't been established that well, right? They are at some areas, but not throughout the charts. A lot of clean drives here. They will be, and these 5 and 15s, when you come through those areas, they rule. They take the lead. All right, we'll leave it like this. Key here will be the closure in 5 minutes for this 4 hour. And honestly, depending on how the last 5 minute closes here, we might have sells off the rip on the 4 hour, understanding that, yeah, we might pull up for a top wick, but eventually, if we are to come up, if we are going to come up, like, if we are going to come up, what are the chances that we come up like this? Like, that just doesn't happen typically, right? Because if this does happen, typically you'll get this. It doesn't happen. You're going to need to break these lows to grab some orders in order for the market to come up, right? So you'll typically see a candle. If it's going to come up bullish, it'll break these lows. So we might have a sell off the rip, depending how steep we close, understanding that we need to retest the lows, right? And we also understand that it might come up off the rip, create a top wick, a steep top wick at that, right? And you have to kind of walk that thin line between, you know, understanding that you get drawdown, but also there's a possibility of drawdown, but also understanding that the probability of it coming down and filling the range down is very high. We'll see. We'll see how it closes here in 4 minutes. Obviously, I'd like to get a top wick entry if we can come up with no bottom wick. That it just really depends on how this 5 closes here. Because this 5 can start driving up bullish, creating a bigger bottom wick on the 4 hour, pulling back a little. But it's still, if it closes with some bullish momentum, we won't be in off the rip. We'll be waiting for the initial push up to continue this 5 push up that's happening right now on the next 5, which will be the first 5 of the 1 hour candle of the new 4 hour, which will give us a top wick on the next candle, right? So we're going to look for that top wick entry. Now, where can the top wick entry be? If we close here, it can be that same spot. I might have the same entry. My previous entry was 2421.2. Might be that same entry. Might be lower. It's got an area here. I think It's a strong bounce area too. Let's see. Yeah, I think 2418.8. If we can get there, that's assuming that we close below it. If we can get there off the beginning of the next 4-hour candle, or in the beginning of the next hourly candle, that's where I'll look to take positions. If we close above there, I'm looking for positions right here, 2425.16, which isn't too bad either. A few areas here. This is a really solid level. Got strong push down after. Chinese bank holiday, or no, CHF. What else do we have? We have France, Germany, Canada with a bank holiday. The United States has a shitload of meetings. Chat, by the way, drop a like and sub to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And make sure you go follow the IG. The IGB Epic. All right. Coming to a close. Yeah, 2418. We get a top wick there. Might come up steeper. Might be an even steeper top wick. But I think with this push down that we just had, 5 looking like it's closing bullish, right? Yeah, well, we'll see right now. It might flip. I'm really debating right now. 2418, 2421. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it's just like where you take the top wick entry. It's up to you, but overall, I think we should still come down. You should have enough. I mean, not for a drive down. We should come down to fill the range down in some sort of way, whether it's a bottom wick on the next candle or as a, you know, or as the actual body of the candle to drive. Okay. I will be taking this trade on my Forex platform and on my futures platform. Okay. Everything bearish. The 15 closed bull, weak bull below this little area. Oh, below here. I needed to tap at the very least 2418. We don't get there and we flip now. I can't be a part of it. And there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes. How much range is it? Oh, damn. This is 50 pips to come down here. I think if we start coming down now, there's a chance I take it on the break of the low, but I'd rather see the top wick here. Come on up, come on up. See that 5 closed bullish to close out the hourly. So you closed out the hourly with a bit of a bullish momentum. So that it's kind of a giveaway for the off the rip entry to be put on hold. Is there a level here? Really, right? There's a level here. Okay, also understand, as you're taking top wick entries, or if you're taking wick entries, price is moving against you. So there's a chance you see drawdown. So you have to be prepared for drawdown and expect it off the rip, because you're taking the entry as the price is moving against you, understanding that it's got to get back. You consider futures timing? No, if I'm in the position on my Forex account, I take it. I don't look at the charts. I just take it on my futures account. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Took the same double last night. Awesome. Yeah, last night's stream got cut off right after the W. For some reason, YouTube played us. Five no top wick, huh? Interesting. Gang, I'm gonna take a sell right here. You could probably
order filled.
There you go. You could probably hear it on the futures platform. So understand that we're moving up right here. So there's a chance you see more drawdown, right? But overall, price should still come down and give us our pips. Understanding that we need to fill the range down, or we need to reject off some level below there. Below 2407. Are you in a trade? Oh, yep. I forgot to put that down. Let's do that. I'm in a trade right here. So we had the 5 close with no top wick, so that's something. All right, and as we start driving up, we start coming up. I don't think it'll be the flip here. I don't have a stop. The way I do stops is a little bit different. I'll wait for the price to actually close at that area, but for the sake of you know, of the stream, I'm gonna keep it up there. Because there's a chance, right? You break the 4-hour high, create that top wick, and come down, right? Like, I'm okay with it. But I expect this to come down and create some kind of low. Are we selling? I am in a sell already. I already took a short. Okay. This might have been the better area, huh? 24.21. It's all right. Because that gave you already how much? Yeah, that gave you 15 off that area. But the thing is, right, you don't take it 24.18 It's likely if it rejects off there, you're missing it, right? Then you have to wait for the flip. But there's enough range to come down here where you should be able to get, you know, get your pips. Yeah, you don't see a rejection that comes up to 40, 24, 25. Depending on how it prints here, I wouldn't see pineapples until you get a bearish closure at that area. But I'd still expect us to come down or retest the lows at some point. So stops on 13. I don't know what a 30-minute flip. Yeah, you can do that. You could do the 30. The thing is, I doubt you're gonna get a 30 flip and drive. I think this is the area where you start slowing down on a bottom wick. But this was the 4-hour closure, right? So you're expecting some kind of bottom wick to give you orders to drive up. There's no bottom wick here on the 4-hour. So like I said, top wick entries or any kind of wick entries, expect to see drawdown initially because the price is moving against you. It's not, yeah, and there is no we. It's me, it's you, and it's the rest of the chat. There's no we. Shit, there's a chance you might see the whole range just play out, right? Which means it's going to be a while. But the thing is, look how the 4-hour move. It was a massive move, so you don't expect it to just stop all of a sudden, especially on the 4-hour close. But there's a chance you get this, right? And then you get the fake out back in range. There's a chance. Like this can take a while. But with the volume you just had on the 4-hour close, you don't expect it to. Yeah, I think my stop would be overall, like you'd want to keep it at the previous 4-hour high. That's the most logical stop. That's just massive. All right, so we had a 15. Oh no, I'm sorry, we got 5 more till the 15. I thought that was a 15 closure. You bought at the bottom. Man, the real goat. Bah. Bah. The real. I think, yeah, I think if we had our 24.21 level, like if we wait instead of 24.18, we would have hit our, yeah, I can't speak, hit our 15 pips. But then again, we take the risk of missing the trade if we don't get in here, because highly likely it can definitely reject. With all that volume, you're not expecting a steep top wick, but you're expecting a top wick, so there's a chance to reject the 24.18 and miss it. So. You know what I figured out? I figured out wick entries aren't popular on YouTube because people hate seeing drawdown, but you have to understand why it's being taken. Like the private groups, they like them. But the YouTubes, where you get a lot of, especially you get a lot of newbies that aren't really in tune with what we do and how we do it, right? That's when it becomes less popular. Wick entry is actually one of the best things I learned here. Yeah. I don't think it's just the wick entries, it's just the logic behind them. Like, you can apply that logic to anything. I mean, to all over the markets, all over the charts. Sent you a DM on Discord? Yeah, I mean, I'll check DMs throughout the day today after this stream, maybe before the Asian session, maybe right after the Asian session. There's just a lot of DMs coming through. And every time Don doesn't stream, I find myself flooded with DMs. Which isn't a bad idea, right? It's cool. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. As we're approaching 10 pips here. Okay, gang. A few more pips. Didn't really get what I wanted. Not yet. Yeah, I want this area because that gives us 20, right? I wanted this area. Didn't quite get there. I saw about 10 on the dot actually, but the advantage point here is 20 pips. That's what I really want to see. 2417.1, right? No, I'm sorry, 2416.8. Okay, gang, I'm gonna close 75% of my position right there at 14 pips. I'm gonna close, because this is a bottom wick. We're gonna come up here, let it drop a little more. Let's see if we get a small. I closed 75% of my position here, and my stops are to break even, but I'm looking to close full once we get a few more pips here. I'm gonna close full here actually at just 13. I think this is a bottom wick for us to come up on the 15 and create a steeper top. Oh shit, my futures.
Order filled.
Boom, 14 pips. This might flip bullish the way we opened up, so I closed full here at 40. You might get the whole 20. There you go. You guys getting the whole 20 right there. Okay, but we understand why the position we're taking. We need to come back, create a bottom wick if we're going to drive, right? This might just come down here. But the way we opened up here with the bottom wick first, I wish we created a top wick first. Like, if we create a top wick first, then I'm still in here. But with this bottom wick, I think we're going to come up and create a steeper top wick on the 4 hour. So make sure, oh, shit. There we go. So make sure, order filled, yeah, that was the sell. That was me, that was me closing out the position on trade of 8 on futures. Yeah, I just closed them. I always deal with the forex stuff and then I forget about the future stuff. That's what I did. I put exit at market and cancel. That's what I clicked. So congrats. I got a total of 14 pips here, but you guys might have done better than me. You could have entered a few pips later. You could have closed out a few pips later. It gave you 24 pips, so it might give you more here, but I just don't. Once we have this bottom wick here, highly likely we push up, right? So this trade is done. That's another W, win number 130 on stream. That's my second win for the day though, so I don't know if I'm taking more trades here. Yep, there it goes. See, it's flipping bullish. But yeah, chat, drop a like if you enjoyed that trade. Sub to the channel. If you want to trade with us during Asian session, we'll be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, just like we are every single weekday, right? These pop-up streams only happen when Don is out. Outside of that, right? We are live for Asian session at 8 p.m. I mean, we got the little part that we needed, right? We understood. We understood where we are in the markets, when we are in the markets. This is what we needed. This was our trade. Sell from here to here. And a lot of people on YouTube's side just don't understand why or how. And I'm telling you, logic and reasoning is all explained throughout the streams, throughout the weeks, months, and years that we're live. You just have to keep showing up. You know, people from Asian session that show up all the time, they completely understand why I take that. Yeah, and we'll be live. Yeah, check out the thumbnail after the stream for the Asian session. That's going to be a fun thumbnail. Yeah, we're sticking to our thumbnail game. Our thumbnail game is unmatched in the industry. Unmatched. Yeah, tonight's thumbnail is gonna continue with the funness. More Ace Ventura, Wix Ventura, Pip Detective, Wix Ventura, Pip Detective. Wix Ventura, when Forex calls, we'll do a part 2. I recommend Wix table. Chicago. Chicago. I showed that part to my girl last week. She's never seen that part. And I showed it to her. And he was sitting there going, I turned it on and he's going. And then they all come out and snot and shit. She's like, all right, turn this shit off. I'm not watching this. I was like, fuck, I turned it on the wrong part. Yeah, sorry about the Knicks. Yeah, whatever. Don't bring that shit up anymore. I'm glad they lost. Fucking Brunson broke his hand. What were they going to do against the Celtics? They were really going to have the water boy play. I think they should have held, if they would have won yesterday, they should have held tryouts. Just open tryouts for point guard. Just anybody could come in. Yo, what's up with my hair over here looking like a bazooka? Get back in line. Looking like a fucking old ass cell phone antenna. Good game. Nice try. Asshole. Who is that her? Alright, that was win number 130 on stream, right? Yo. Buys. No, these were sells. Full closure, 14. Yay! Perfect, chat. Perfect.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Yes, we are. We are rich. Damn the pippers and dippers. How the fuck did 300 of you just leave? The fuck? Where are you going? Don's not on. Who else? Oh, TTE's on. Shout out to him. You should have said you're waiting on another trade. I've been here for less than a half hour. I've been here for like 25 minutes. All right, maybe a half hour. I don't know how they show up in droves and just like dip. I should have said I'm expecting 3 trades minimum. Minimum. You got to update the Asian runner from last night. No, I just erased it. That was last night's position. We don't need it on here. That's from... We tapped 300 pips. Yeah. Last night's Asian trade was a great one. You know what I think? I think a lot of people didn't close when I closed. And you heard me close. It said order filled. But I think a lot of people were like, nah, this is going to come down more. And then the shit went in drawdown. But it might come down more. Look at the closure you got there. I don't know. I think that's what people do. And I also, overall, chat, I still believe we'll have to come down here. Even if this candle closes bullish, we'll still have to come down on the higher time frame. So we'll retest the lows. At some point, we'll create a resistance. We'll come back, retest the lows, and then we'll, create support and then retest the highs. So yeah, it might look like a bottom wick on the higher time frame. Right? You might get this. Right, but on the smaller time frame, you're just right. All you're getting is this, and then you're getting this, and just right. You establish a support. You'll probably end up breaking below it, closing back up above it. And, you'll go through this thing. You'll notice it. You'll go through this on the smaller and the higher time frame. One will lead into the other. And it's not about it printing like that. It's about it tapping those areas that you need to tap when they're. You see, so it's maybe it'll happen now. It's a little difficult to take a sell here again because you've established now this area. See, it's kind of like a motion playing out. So you could come up from here from this bottom wick. See, there you go. It's rejecting. Right? It's a little difficult once this has closed. Once you get this bullish closure here, you're like, all right, so the support is holding. Now you have your motion playing out. Highly likely you make a bottom wick, you come up. But on the off chance that you don't, you can now look for closures to come down, top wick, and finish the range out, right? But it's very difficult to take a sell here as that candle is flipping bearish. You see that big red candle? I rode that ride down. No way, Jose. Knicks gave it all they had? Nah, Knicks gave it everyone they had. Like, they had no more bodies. Like, who was going to start next game? I bet you don't know anyone. Like, I bet you don't know the starting five of next game if Brunson's out. Because they lost 7 of their 8 rotation players, right? They have an 8-man rotation, and they lost fucking 6 of them. The coach, Tibbs ain't doing shit. There's some coaches that can play. I don't think Tibbs is one of those coaches. I don't know what's going on, but my D5 looks way off. Yeah, be careful. Let's get rid of these lines so you don't get confused. These are areas to take sells off of, but they weren't levels. As for support resistance, this is your level here. You need closure below your. The good thing is you have the higher time frame on your side, so yeah, you're likely to get that. All right, the 30, the hourly, but you still need to pay attention to that closure on the smaller time frame. That's what tells you like when, timing wise, when you're looking to get in. Why don't you come to New York Stock Exchange sessions? You mean the New York session? I do. We traded in the clubhouse every day. We trade this in the clubhouse every morning, and then every Asian session we are live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern. You mean why am I not on Don's stream? Because it's Don's stream and Don makes his own rules. I think he's just locked in. I can understand like there's like I don't let the zoom in on my stream unless like I'm done being locked in. Right? Like, so I think it's a good thing that for you guys at least, not necessarily that I'm not there, right? But it's a good thing in general that like the person that's providing the value for you in education is locked in, right? I can also see how it would be a little harder to lock in when I'm there because like I'm Wix. But yeah, I think overall in general, like I think his mindset is good for you guys. So don't complain, be thankful. That's how I look at it. You also have 930 here. Look at this. We came down, but we respected that area. 930. Wow, this 15 flip bullish. NYSE, what are you gonna do? It's a little difficult because every time frame is telling you a different story, right? And the 5 came to an indecision candle. It looks like we supported here. When this support holds support, you know you're gonna push up. You get access to Wix9 Discord and live sessions. Yeah, and you also get access to these pop-up sessions. You get the Zoom access. There's a whole bunch of people in the Zoom here. Yeah, I know you're not complaining. I mean, I like talking to you guys in the morning. Oof. NYSE. It's tough. Yeah, you held that support. You figure you'd push up, right? But then again, you have a bearish 4-hour, bearish hourly. It's a little difficult here. Unless you can come down here, tap 2409 all in one candle and then flip. Right, because you come down, tap the lows, flip bullish after holding that support over there that we drew up. You're going to fill up the rest of the range, 2427. Doesn't mean you won't come back down again, right? To grab more orders to eventually drive up higher. Peace, I'm going back to Bard. Appreciate you, Jose. What's Bard? You don't want to know. I'm going to regret asking. I already regret asking. Fuck is a Bard? Oh, a streamer. He not these. He ain't representing. He ain't keeping it real. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Chat, how could we ever do this? The Wix light was off. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Wondering what the lights were. They're like there. As long as that Wix bulb in your head is lit, it's okay. True, true. T-Ray. You look fresh in stream today. I just wake up like this. Checking GJ.
How about new?
All right, so are we breaking down here? Any more trades coming? We're done for the day. I mean, the Zoom gang wants me to say, or YouTube wants me to say, we're looking for more positions and there's potential. The realistic me says, well, the optimistic me says there's more potential here, but I'm not gonna have trades right now. The pessimistic me says there's absolutely no potential, ain't shit going on. And the realistic me says there's potential, but I'm just not gonna trade. Right? I'm happy, right? I'm good. I'm a winner today. Chat, if you guys took that trade with me, if you guys still held on to it, look at this. It's coming out. Like, the idea here is still working out, right? It makes sense. It just, we expected it earlier. So, you're edging. But we still got W's, right? And I already got 2 W's this morning, right? We're part of the 2% of traders that won today. Right, chat? And
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face.
right, go enjoy it. Go enjoy whatever money you made today. Yeah, realistically, see this flipped. It's doing what we needed it to do. This is what we wanted for on the 4-hour close. We understood that at some point this top wick will grab orders, come down, fill the range. Where we could have been in on that top wick, it just depends on perspective, right? We entered here, but we could have been, right? We could have been up there. We had a level up here. I don't think it quite got there. What the fuck is going on? How's the trading view frozen here? Yeah, it didn't quite get there, but we had a level up here you could have been in, right? Level over here where we were in. But overall, remember how I said it just, at some point, it doesn't matter which one of these levels you get in. Eventually, it'll give you your pips. It'll give you what you're looking for. You have a decent advantage point. It'll give you what you're looking for, and then it'll make a decision. Now, once it gets down here, now it's time for a decision again. Do we continue down? Do we find support here? If we end up ranging here, highly likely we find support to continue up or to at least 24, 27. But just logically speaking, like overall, right, if you were, when in doubt, zoom out. And if you were in doubt and you zoomed out, you would understand that, like, look at that 4-hour push. Like, we're gonna, after the top wick, we're gonna finish out the range. And this has now created a range for you, right? We understand that wicks are ranges, right? This has created a range for you, and this was a range. Now this range is gonna get filled, and at some point this range will get filled also. Whenever you're on your way up, once you're closing above here, right? Once you have these closures above here, you understand this whole wick is a range. You drop down to the small time frame, you'll see it, and you'll have a chance to fill it. Start breaking down the candles on the, the higher time frame candles. Start breaking them down in your head and see what they look like on the smaller time frame. Practice that, then go to the smaller time frame. See if you're getting it right. See where you're making the mistakes, where you're misjudging what the candle's looking like. And then go back, do it again, and eventually you'll figure it out. You won't need to like switch between the time frames. You'll realize what's happening on the other time frames by looking at one. Yeah, and it helps, right? You see me all the time. I'm doing this all the time. Yeah, I just looked at it, and then I go away and I look at it again, and meanwhile it's like I just looked at it, but like, yeah, this is how I'm reading a book like that. This is me just reading a book, right? More data, more pages. I'm flipping more pages, more chapters. Every candle closure is another page read, right? It's more data at your disposal. Data is your best friend because that's what's going to help you, filter out. That's your process of elimination, is collecting data and filtering out the bad and the good. Where can we get in for another trade? You can get in for another trade right here on YouTube if you show up at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight for Asian session. That will be tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube on this channel. Just 8 p.m. Eastern. Gang, I think I'm going to call it a session here. We filled the range. I think we're starting to flip bullish. Yeah, the 5 flip. I don't know. We might even come down further. It's just going to be a while till it sets up. Realistically, there's no opportunity right now. It's tapped this area. It's tried to fill it. It's going to be a little while. It's going to re-break the lows and make a decision 2407, or you're going to get a bullish closure. There's quite a few things that need to happen. You're verbalizing as a way to be accountable. Yeah, I mean, if that's the only way you have to be accountable, is just throw it out there and, you know, force yourself to be accountable to chat. You could do that in the clubhouse as well. A lot of people do that in the clubhouse. What else? Do you think it's gonna range the rest of the day? No, I don't. I don't think we'll range the rest of the day. We have a lot of speeches here. Like every member, right, is speaking today. FOMC member Bostic, Waller, Barr, Jefferson, like, does everybody need to speak? Yo, you could go in a group chat and then just send us the results of the group chat. Why does everybody need to speak? No, but what about my 2 minutes? The fuck? Why y'all all gotta speak today? Cause you know what they're like? They're like, oh shit, Canada holiday, half of Europe on a holiday. No, we're gonna take up their time slots. Germany, I'm speaking German today. FOMC member Barr speaks French holiday, so he'll be starting off with Parlez-vous français? Speak Indian, please. You trying to get me banned? You trying to get me banned? Ay vey. Hey, I do that shit with a Russian accent. Nobody cares, all right? So don't get your fucking towel in a bunch, all right? Don't get your towel in a bunch. Watch it from Africa? That's a fucking W. That's definitely a W. That's not racist, it's a skill. Damn, y'all got that load shedding in Africa. I'm happy you got me. You got me in there. Cape Town. Watching from Iraq. That's crazy. Yo, did they find the president? The Iranian president? Did they find the dude? He did? Ah. Wicks, order filled. All right, chat. I got that bullshit out the way. Did you see the game? Did I say that? I didn't say that. Watching from Nepal. Are you a Sherpa? Bro kicked the bucket. That's crazy. Order filled on the helicopter. What does yellow impact means? It means turn off the charts. Go enjoy your day. Homie over leveraged on the plane. Not a Sherpa, but a local from here. That's really cool. That's cool. Okay, now I can enjoy my day. Wicks live to much. Good news for the Iranian people. Religious dumbass president is dead. That's your chance to become free. Yeah, but aren't you guys like? Isn't the Ayatollah the one who makes the decisions anyway? Isn't it Ayatollah Khamenei who makes the decisions anyway? Like, that's like the spiritual leader, right? But more people listen to the Ayatollah than to the president, right? Leave the vest in the closet. Nah, that homie took the vest with him. Like a summit? Yeah. Like go up. I just don't want to do Everest. Like the risk to reward on that is not that great. But I'll climb up like the little hill the hilltop where the house is. The risk to reward on climbing Everest, I gotta tell you, is not there. I'd rather take a 160 pip stop. Let's see how this 15 closes. Might fill the range again. I don't know. It's a little tough to say here. 15 chalked. I mean, if you come up here and break the 15 high and then, or, you know, top wick, I don't think you need to break it right here. This is 24, 18, 8, 9, and then flip bearish. Yeah, you have a high chance. There's a lot of range here. Like, look at this. This is 50 pips. Don't like, just because I have it zoomed out like that. Like, this shit is, this is what we typically look at it like, right? Like, there's range here. 60, over 60 pips to come down here. Right, but you need to see these closures. Right now, you've held support. You've held that area. You want to see a closure below here, right? You've tapped it, but you haven't gotten below there. Once you're below there and you've closed below there, like, it's clean. Look, every time. There's no historical price data beyond this point, and the only price data we have is just clean moves, right? There's no levels at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've drove 5 times through here. Then 6, and then right back up 7. Every single time it's filled the range completely and came back up completely. I think if you're still trading, you can look for 5 or 15-minute closures below there and start coming down. I'd rather see a 15, right? But the next 15 is your hourly, so, you know, until then, I probably wouldn't look for positions anymore. Anyway, but overall, I'm done for the day here, chat. Make sure you drop a like if you took that trade with us, and sub to the channel before you dip. Congrats to everybody for being in the top 2% of traders today. All right. As for me, I'm going to be back at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to call it a session here. Quick session, quick W today. Had one pre-stream, had one during stream, so it's time to go enjoy the rest of the day. And my pool's a bit short on, or low on water. All the neighbors' kids spent their weekend at my pool just fucking diving, and like all the water's like out. I gotta go fill up the pool again. You know, fucking crazy. First world problems. First world. I'm trying to get a bigger pool than Kanye, chat. I'm working on it. Working on it right now. Zoom gang. Oh, well, I gotta go. Family barbecue. Thanks for the stream. Don't want to say it in chat so other people get enticed to leave too. Or Reza, it's a holiday for CAD today. Appreciate you for coming through. Sorry I didn't see that message earlier, but thank you for being the primary reason that I streamed today. Yeah, everybody, shout out to Reza. Go follow him on his IG and thank him for getting the message to me. All right, mods. As always, thank you so much for coming through. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. I hope to see all of you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube for Asian session. Show up like 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. I think I'll start a bit earlier just to do a breakdown for the hourly closure as we start our session. Green, appreciate you. And the rest of the mods as always. Zoom gang. Only baby Hank on the vids today, right? In the cams. Appreciate all of you coming through. I'll see you guys also tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. As for me, my time here for New York session is up. I'm going to go enjoy my day. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your day, everybody.